I have a picture of all of the supplies you will need to properly bleach your knots. Once you have gathered all of your supplies, you then want to grab your wig. This is our Peruvian straight glueless closure wig in inches 24, 26, 28. Look at that flow and luster, like,
yes. If you're not shopping beauty bundles, what are you doing, sis? Like, for real.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
Here I am showing you the closure up close. As you can see, there are little black dots in the closure. That's what we'll be getting rid of today because that is just not cute at all. First, you're going to take your Gots to Be Free spray and a comb as well. Then you're going to start by spraying the comb on both sides so that you can brush away any flyaways or any baby hairs that are in the way so that it doesn't accidentally get bleached during the bleaching process. You do not want that to happen, so this step is very important. Just brush everything to the back like I'm doing here. Next, you want to grab your canvas head. I always use my canvas head when I bleach because it just helps the bleach lay better. Now that you've got your canvas head, you want to just take your wig and begin sliding it from the back forward like I'm doing here. This is just to ensure that all your baby hairs are still being pushed back during this bleaching process. Now I'm just pinning the wig down so it does not try to shift or move while I'm trying to put this bleach on this closure because I do not need that happening, sis. Okay, so here you're probably thinking, why do I have two BW2 bleaching containers? One of them is going to be the mixing bowl. Today we have to improvise, you know what I'm saying? I needed to make this video for y'all, but when I'm bleaching a closure, I always do 2 scoops. So here's scoop number 1. And I know I should be wearing gloves. Ladies, do not be like me. You should definitely protect your hands when you're using bleach, but I feel like I've done it a lot to where I know how to not get bleach on my hands. Now that you've got your 2 scoops of bleach in your mixing bowl, you want to take your 40 developer. I always use 40 developer when bleaching knots because it's just faster for me. I hate waiting. I'm very impatient, so I just kind of time it. So ladies, when it comes to pouring the developer and the bleach, I don't have a set measurement. I honestly just eyeball it. So here I'm just pouring it. What we're looking for is a thick icing consistency. You want your bleach to be thick just like icing. Some of you are probably wondering, why do we need a thick consistency? Well, if your consistency is runny and like watery, it's going to easily seep through the lace and actually start bleaching the hair. And this is how you get over bleached knots. That's not what we're going for. We're trying to be cute, okay? So look for a thick consistency. So just keep stirring it up. I just spilled some, but don't even mind that. Just keep stirring it up until it's the consistency that we need it to be, which is icing. We're looking for a thick consistency. Here's how you can tell if your bleach consistency is thick enough. You basically just take your mixing bowl brush and pick the bleach up and just begin throwing your hand in a downward motion like I'm doing here. You're doing this to see if any of the bleach will start running off the brush. As you can see, that bleach is not going anywhere, so we are definitely ready to start bleaching our knots. When it comes to spreading the bleach on my lace, I always use a plastic knife. This just helps me gain more control, as well as it actually helps me envision as if I was icing a cake, ladies, because when you're icing a cake, you're very light-handed. You don't want to push the lace at all because the bleach will start seeping through and it's just gonna lead to a whole many extra steps that you're gonna have to fix. Like, it's stressing me out now just thinking about it. So yeah, just don't be heavy-handed. Be real light-handed as if you are spreading icing on a cake. Now, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I started my way from the back and worked my way forward with the bleach. I always spread the bleach on the front of the lace last because that's the part that always bleaches the fastest. So here I'm just making sure to spread the bleach evenly throughout the closure so there are no missed spots. And again, I'm being really light-handed. Now that you're done spreading the bleach all over the closure, set your timer for 30 minutes. You want to set your timer immediately after you finish spreading the bleach so that you do not over bleach your knots. Now we're going to begin taking the wig off of the canvas head so that we can tell if the knots are bleached or not. You want to start by turning your wig around and just pulling it up and out. Here I'm just showing you what the closure looks like. As you can see, the bleach is just sitting right on top of the lace. It's not seeping through or anything. It's just sitting right on top. Go ahead and just sit your wig to the side so that you can watch your knots bleach. You should be checking on your wig about every 10 minutes or so because you do not want your knots, once again, to over bleach. I want to say after 20 minutes, here's what my knots look like. They are no longer black. They are now honey brown. This is what we want. After your knots are to your liking, you want to immediately wash the wig out. I'm holding the wig in a downward motion so that the bleach just runs off the closure and not into the hair. Here I'm showing you guys the closure up close. There is no more black dots. But as you can see, it kind of has an orange undertone. And in this video, luckily for y'all, I'm about to show y'all how to get rid of that. Get you some Shimmer Lights purple shampoo. You can get this from your local beauty supply store or Sally's. I'm just taking a generous amount in my hand and lathering that together. I always lather it together first versus pouring it directly on the closure because this shampoo is very thick. You don't want it to just sit in one spot, so I always just lather first and just scrub it on the lace. This is what your closure should look like after you're done covering it in purple shampoo. You want to set your timer for 5 minutes to let that actually process and work. My 5-minute timer went off, so now I'm just washing out the wig to get all of that purple shampoo out of the closure. Here is what the wig looks like now. Very natural. Now that we're done bleaching the knots, I'm going to take my Suave conditioner and begin deep conditioning my wig. Any wig that I make, I always make sure to co-wash the hair. Co-washing is very, very important, ladies. I cannot stress this enough. You should always co-wash your bundles or wigs or anything before you put it on your head. This is the wig the next day after I left it overnight to air dry. Once again, this is our Peruvian straight texture. It does have a natural wave after it's wet. Here I'm just showing you the closure wig up close so that you can see there are no more little black ants in the closure. No matter where I part it, it looks very natural. There are no little black dots. This is what we want. Now that you have this video to refer to, feel free to pause it, rewind, do whatever you need to do to follow this video step by step anytime you're bleaching a closure wig. I'm just trying to have y'all out here slaying all 2020. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, feel free to give it a thumbs up and comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will have more videos coming soon.